Hello, brothers and sisters. Today, we will talk about a controversial and divisive topic: corruption within the Brazilian government up to the level of the Supreme Federal Court. We are not making direct accusations, but rather raising questions that need to be discussed. We will analyze the relationship between the government, international NGOs, drug trafficking, and corruption within the judiciary. Why would a minister of justice visit an area controlled by organized crime without an escort? And why is the Open Society, an international organization founded by George Soros, involved in this? What do these international NGOs have to gain from the chaotic situation in Maré slums? Now, let's move from urban NGOs to environmental NGOs. The Socio-Environmental Institute showed on a map that areas demarcated as indigenous lands make up a significant portion of the borders with countries where drug trafficking enters Brazil. If we compare this to the map available on the Open Edition Journal's website, we can see that drug trafficking routes pass through all indigenous lands demarcated on the borders. This leads us to question: did the federal government know about this? And how far could the interests of those involved go? The Brazilian Supreme Federal Court has prohibited police from carrying out operations in slums against drug trafficking, and the action of the federal police that investigated a corruption, fraud, and money laundering scheme against members of the Simonsen family was suspended by Justice Gilmar Mendes. This could trigger the biggest scandal in the judiciary, revealing the involvement of Supreme Federal Court judges. This could lead us to the biggest scandal in the judiciary, revealing the possible involvement of Supreme Federal Court judges. This raises questions about the integrity and impartiality of the court itself, which is the highest instance of justice in the country. These recent events, along with the questions about NGOs and their interests in South America, lead us to question: how far does corruption go within the Brazilian government? And how can we trust an institution that should be the guardian of justice and law, but seems to be involved in corrupt schemes? These are questions that need to be asked and thoroughly investigated. We can no longer accept corruption in our governments and institutions. We need transparency, rigorous investigations, and accountability for those who betray the trust of the Brazilian people. We are not here to make direct accusations, but to raise questions and initiate a dialogue about the current political situation in Brazil. The Brazilian people deserve to know the truth about what is happening in their country, and to fight for a better future for all. And so, with these questions about recent events and corruption within the Brazilian government, we urge all of us to seek the truth and work together to build a more just and honest future for all. Thank you for watching Vox in United, and we'll see you next time when questions need to be asked.